Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Audrey here, as you all know it. Thank you for being so wonderful, subscribing, always hitting the like button, and sharing my content for those who are in need and transitioning to Ghana. So once again, welcome. Thank you. Keep subscribing and keep sharing. So today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Marvin Walker.
Hi, Audrey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
It's
Doing
been a
good.
while.
Yeah,
right?
I know. What, like a year and a
It's
half?
been about a year and a
Almost?
half.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Marvin, you brought us here to share with us your beautiful, beautiful island. Tell us about this island. What is it called? And tell us all about how you acquired this island and just give us all the details.
Yeah. So this island is called Shark Island Resort and Residence, and I got this property a little bit after I got that land in the Cebu, and it's too much going on in the Cebu. No organizing, no working together, too many people stepping on each other. So when I got this project, I said, let me focus my energy and my resources here. So this is why you ain't seen me in almost 2 years. But I wanted to build this community so that we gave those from the diaspora looking to come to Ghana a sustainable way to transition to Ghana. And the reason why I say that, you know it like I know it. We're not used to paying a year worth of rent up front.
Right.
In some cases, it's not a bad thing.
Right.
But when you come here with 20, 30, $40,000 and you think you got a lot of money and you want to live like how you lived in the States, and you go pay for 10, 12 months at $700, $800, $1,500 a month,
Oh my God.
you giving up $30,000, $40,000.
Yeah.
And what I found is that within the 2 years, most of the people from the diaspora that came were running out of money, and they have to pick up and go back home.
Right.
I even ended up in that situation where I was
Right.
struggling, but I just wasn't going back home. I was like, I'm gonna figure this shit out.
The same thing for me.
Right.
I know exactly what you mean.
So Shark Island Resort and Residence was something that I always wanted my own island.
Right.
I just never planned on other people living on it with me. So before I came to Ghana, I was looking for islands, and then when I got here, I ended up finding an island to buy. And when I bought it, instead of keeping it to myself, I said I'm gonna develop homes, sell them to people in the diaspora, so that they know that if I send my money, this person is gonna build. They're not gonna,
Right.
because that's a big concern for people.
Absolutely.
And we started doing it, and there was obviously a market for it because we sold almost 37 houses in 11 months.
That's wonderful.
Right.
That's a great accomplishment.
Yeah.
Now,
so-
let me ask you a quick question. So, most people are familiar with Accra. What is the traveling distance from Accra to your island?
So Ada is like 96 miles from kilometers from
Right.
Ada, so roughly about an hour and a half.
Okay.
They're expanding the roadway right now, so there's a lot of traffic. So sometimes it may take you 2 hours because of the road work that's going on. But it's typically an hour and a half. I always leave Accra at 6 o'clock in the morning latest, and you beat traffic, so it takes an hour and a half.
Okay.
But if you hit traffic, it's going to take 2 hours.
All right. So, let's go back to the building and construction. So, how many homes have you built so far?
So far, we've completed 14 homes.
Nice.
Right.
And buyers?
Buyers, I have like about 70 something buyers.
Wow.
So 30 of them, the 37 that bought, have already paid. So we have 3 of the condo buildings that have 6 units in each one of them
Okay.
that we completed, that we sold out.
Okay.
And we're starting building now. We had to do the soil test, we had to do the structural integrity report and submit it to get our building permit, which we got.
Okay.
So there was some delays in that. And here, unless you pay, even though your stuff is right, they're not gonna release your permit. So I had to sort them out.
Right.
So now we got the green light to go build. So now we're gonna start our condos for those people who bought the condos.
Wow, that's wonderful. Speaking of issues, what was your biggest obstacle in acquiring this land and to the point where you are right now, where you are? You have completed quite a few homes that I can see still under construction, but what was your biggest challenge?
So I didn't have challenges in the beginning because I took my time with this
Okay.
acquisition, right? So one of the things that I observed was like people was getting scammed for land and they money, right? Buying land.
There
And
is.
buying land in Ghana is not straightforward.
Right. That's
Right?
true. That's true.
So, you know, I took about a year back and forth negotiating with the family, coming to the property. And even after I bought the land, a year later, some people come like, yo, the land is for me. And I'm like, well, go talk to the people I paid. Right?
Right.
But, you know, so we're working with the chief now. It's so much nuance, but that's it. And no matter who you are, whether you're Ghanaian, whether you're American, whether you're from the UK, you gonna have land
Still.
wahala.
You still go through the wahala.
Yeah, the only good thing is that I have the title.
Right.
I did everything right. My lawyers did it, but you know, it's still some BS. But you know,
Right.
we'll work it out.
Can you just give us a brief description of the phases that you went through from purchasing all the way up to your title? So just briefly, like 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Just give us that.
So the first step that I did was I hired an agent and a
Okay.
lawyer.
Okay.
So an agent to show me properties, and then a lawyer to create the sale and purchase agreement
Okay.
with the family. And one thing that I realize most people don't do is they don't get a family resolution. Because I could buy land from one person in the family, but 2 or 3 others said, hey, I didn't agree. So a family resolution document is everybody in the family being put on notice that, look, so-and-so is selling this land to Mr. Walker.
Right.
And several members of the family sign it. So, you know, if you have a family that's 15, 20, 30 people or
Right,
more,
right.
and you got 10 or 12 of them that sign, 2 of them can't come and say, oh, I didn't know about it.
Right.
Because,
That's true.
you know, you'll buy the land from one family member,
It's true.
and then later on another family member come, hey, I didn't approve of that.
Yep.
and
Yep.
you're in
We've seen
court.
that happen.
So once we came to an agreement with the family, we signed the sale and purchase agreement, right? Got the indenture and got a family resolution all signed. Then I submitted those documents to, you know, Lands Commission,
Commission,
to register the land. Now, be mindful. You never pay for no land in Ghana up front because you don't even know the person selling it to you is the right person. So I gave a commitment fee to let them know that I was serious. But I
Okay.
wasn't paying nothing else, Nathan, until the title came back in my name. Right? So I did the land search, right? I did so you have 2 searches. You got an
Okay.
official search
Yeah.
and then you have just like a light search. I
Buffer.
forgot what they call it, right?
Right.
So to find out who the land is titled under, if it's registered under somebody's name, or in my case, if it's virgin land, it's never been registered.
Right.
So once it came back virgin land, there was no encumbrances by the government, it's not stool land, I went ahead and registered the land. The title came back in my name, and then I paid the family as per our agreement.
Nice.
Right? Now, what I love about the Volta region that's different from Accra is you can get your title within, you know, 5 to 6 weeks. Right? And, well, let me not say title. So in Volta region, you get a deed.
Your deed.
You don't get a title.
Right.
Right? Accra gives you a title in some other regions. So
Okay.
that was my process.
So
It was
you-
pretty simple and straightforward.
It is. It actually is. Going back to the form that you had all the family. What do you call it again?
Family resolution.
Family resolution. Who drew up that form for you? Did you create that yourself,
No,
or
my
did
lawyer.
your lawyer? Okay.
I see most people that run into land problems is because they don't use, you know, proper representation. They
Right.
don't use a lawyer. They don't use a real broker, you know, agent. So, you know, those are the things that I did. Like, I spend money for professionals, right? Because it'll help you, you know, avoid some of the pitfalls. And that's helped me. So, you know, I know a lot of people hear a lot of negative stuff, right? But it's because those people didn't go
Do
about
their
the
due
right
diligence.
process, do their due diligence. So we did that. So I didn't have too much. It's just that, you know, like, again, everybody else, even if you have a title, people still will come and say, oh, the person you bought the land from is not them, the land is for me. And,
Right.
you know, I'm okay with that.
Right. I think you did wonder. I mean, I've never heard of that, the family resolution form.
Yeah.
And so that's, you know, the audience will also take that into consideration moving forward. And I think everybody should think about doing that.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy no
Because-
land unless I get that. But it's only when you buy land from a family.
Family.
Because there's
Right, because stool land,
government land, you know, family land. There's so many different types of land
Yes.
that you could buy here.
and they all have different criteria in when you
Yeah.
purchase. All right. So let's talk about what size homes do you have here now?
So we have 2 and 3 bedroom units on the beachfront. So we have
Right.
beachfront units, and then we have condos,
Okay.
right? So the beachfront units, we have 7 3 bedrooms and 7 2 bedrooms,
Nice.
right? So the 3 bedrooms,
Is ensuite or?
yeah, they're all in suite,
Okay.
so that, you know, you have your restroom and your room and everything like that. and I know they do square meters here, but I like square foot.
I know.
Right?
We're accustomed to
And
square
plus
feet.
I'm selling to the diaspora, so
Right,
they
right.
like square feet. So
Exactly.
the 3 bedrooms is almost 4,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor living space. So they're pretty big units. So you have 1,315 square foot of indoor space, and then 1,303 square feet of outdoor space on the deck.
Right.
And then you have your space in the front of the house for the pool, and your space on the beachfront if you have a beachfront property.
Pause. So you say the 3-bedroom come with a pool?
The 3 bedrooms and the 2 bedroom, all the beachfront units
All come with a
have
pool.
their own private pool.
Wow.
And even in our condos, they have a rooftop pool for all of the residents, so that they don't
That's
have to.
impressive.
Yeah, so they don't have to be in a public pool with all of the guests who come.
Right.
Because this community was strictly designed to make our owners passive income,
Right.
so that when you move to Ghana, you're not just spending money, but you also have inflows.
Right.
Because majority of the people that I saw when I came, including myself, we were here spending money, but we weren't making any money. So unless you have a vehicle prior to coming here that's making you money, within 2 years, you're going to be out of Ghana. Ghana is hard. It's not easy to make it in Ghana.
Yeah, right. I think we get tricked sometimes with the CD dollar ratio.
You
where
think
we
you got a lot of
Right.
money till you start spending it every day, right?
It reminds me of a comedian when he said he went to Jamaica and he changed over $100, and when they kept counting all this money out, and he was just so excited. He was
Thought
like,
he was
"Oh,
rich."
thought he had all this money." He went out and bought some food, and the money was done.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing when
It's
I went
the
home
same
to
thing.
Guyana.
Right.
I
So-
think when I went home when I was 16, it was like 300 to 1.
Oh, you get
I
excited.
got a suitcase full of money, but you know,
The economy.
they just convert it in the local currency, but you pay the
Yes.
same thing you would
They
pay.
pay the same.
So it
fee.
goes the same way.
It goes the same way. So
Yeah.
don't get fooled thinking just because
You don't have
there's
a lot
some-
of money.
Right. There's some things that when you come and you change your money over to CDs that you're like, yeah, okay, this is
I'm
good.
winning, yeah.
Right, I'm good. But don't get it twisted, because the more you think you're winning is the more you're losing, because you will spend so quickly,
Yeah,
so freely into thinking that because you have that extra money.
it just depends where you spending the money. Like for instance, right? In the States, I gotta pay $35, $40 for a haircut.
Right.
I spent 20 CDs here.
What
That's
is
like
that?
$1.30. You know what I'm saying?
Almost $2.
Yeah, so I'm like, yo, I'm saving so much every week that I get a haircut, right? So I like that. You know, food is pretty reasonable
Food is
price.
right.
But when you talking about real estate and homes and office space, that's where they bust you in the head
Material.
here in Ghana.
Materials will eat you alive.
Yeah.
Because every single little thing you're responsible for purchasing. And I think that's what takes away from us the realization. Like if you've never built a home before,
Yeah.
you don't know what it all entails. And you don't realize the amount of material that you need in order to
build
build
a home.
a structure.
Yeah.
And when you come and you think, oh, you got 30 grand, and you're like, yeah, I just built a small home. No. With the ratio and everything, you start buying cement and blocks and all that, that money will wipe away real quick.
Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is it going for you with materials and stuff? So you've been pretty decent at getting materials and getting all the buildings and everything done?
Yeah, so I got a great group of people that I work
Okay.
with, you know, and the good thing for us is that, you know, we go across the Big Ada, we buy our materials.
Okay.
So I've learned that you go get your materials, you don't give people the money to go get it, because
Point.
they'll take your money and buy you what they want to buy you and then pay themselves. So
So you have to be a manager. You have to basically you have to micromanage every step
yeah,
during the construction process.
or you will lose. You'll
Okay.
lose money, right?
Okay.
I love my Ghanaians, but they're not to be trusted with your money. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah, we've heard horror stories.
Yeah.
All right. So how many condos are you building? So now we know that
So
you have
14 beachfront units.
14, right?
And we have 16 two-bedroom condos, right? So
all
each
2 bedrooms.
each block has two units on each floor. So we have 3
Okay.
floors, 2 apartments on each floor, right?
Okay.
And those units are 1,550 square feet,
Okay.
right? And in suite, we have a nice spacious living room.
Right.
So we sell those. So the ground floor is, a lower price because you don't have the beachfront. You don't have an
View.
amazing view,
The view.
like the second floor and the third floor, right?
Okay.
But we may redesign it because some developers are coming to partner with me,
Okay.
and someone made a very valid point. They was like, "Yo, you should have just put all retail stores at the bottom, so that you put the first floor at the top."
Commercial.
Yeah, and I said, "Yo,
That's
that's a great
sweet.
idea." So I got to go back to the Lands Commission.
Yes.
No, I got to go back to the district assembly and say, yo, I want to do commercial space, so now I'm adding a floor, and then I got to pay the difference based on what I paid to get the current permit. But it's a great idea, and I think that's what I'm going to do, because now we make commercial space available, and people have access to everything here, so they can work, live, and play. They don't ever have to leave to go to Accra unless they just want to visit Accra.
That's actually a growing trend, especially in Florida.
Yeah.
Commercial space at the bottom, and then the apartments, all
At the top.
condos, all at the top.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk prices. Let's
Yeah.
go down the line. You have your 2-bedroom, beachfront, the 3-bedroom. What are the prices of those?
So I'm giving you my last year price because we beefing up the price, right? I'm an
Because
award.
materials are going up.
Material goes up, but also I'm an award-winning developer now.
Oh,
Right,
congratulations
so
on
thank
that. And
you.
you're going to tell us about that after you give us the price.
Yeah. So our beachfront 2-bedroom was $179,
Okay.
right? And that's going up now to $250. Now, before you make that face, the average cost of homes here in Ada is $400,000.
Wow.
Right? I'm selling way below market price.
That's fantastic.
Right? The 3 bedrooms is $299.
Okay.
Right? And again, they're very big units.
Yeah.
A lot of people, even some of my clients, one came from the U.S. the other day to see his unit. He paid 100% of the money up front. And then he came and he was like, yo, the pictures and the video does this place no justice until you come and you see it. And he was like, my unit is way bigger than I thought it was.
Anticipated.
So we have really big units. So
Yeah.
right now we're way below market value.
Okay.
But also if somebody buys a unit now, once the community is finished, now they have that appreciation value, right? Based on the comps in the area.
Alright.
So the 2 bedrooms are $250 and the 3 bedrooms are $299.
Okay.
Right? So our previous price before I won my awards was $179, right? And $179 for the 2 bedrooms, and then the 3 bedrooms, it was $299. But it was always gonna stay $299 till we complete. Then my next one to go to $400,000.
Okay.
Now for the condos, because they're not on the beachfront,
Right.
the ground floor it was $139,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now it's $154.
Okay.
The second floor was $159, right? And now is $167, I think. I gotta look, cause we didn't increase it too much, right?
Right.
Cause the margins is good, and it's a good property for the rental returns,
Okay.
right? And then the third floor is $179.
Okay.
Like we wanted to keep some of those prices, right? Because the higher you get, the
Clearly.
better view you get. But also the rental returns. So we're right across from Aqua Safari,
Right.
right? So another reason why our price is the rate that it is, because the same 2 bedroom here
Mm-hmm.
rents for $1,300 a night.
Wow.
Same 2 bedroom in Accra, you can get $200 a night.
Yeah.
So right, you've heard this in real estate:
Yeah.
location,
Mhm.
location, location.
Absolutely.
So we're in a prime location, right? So if they buy, great. If they don't, I really don't care. I'll finish it myself and rent them out,
there you go.
right?
All right. So when do you implement the new pricing? When are you planning on implementing the new prices so that those that are interested, they can kind of rush you
Yeah. Well, so
to get the old price and not wait for the new price? So
no, that's a very good question. So the new prices are going to be implemented in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes, because we just bought all of the windows for the units, right?
Okay.
So when people come, they like the units, but they're like, yo, I want to see it finished.
Right.
Right? So that's all right. You don't want to be an early adopter? No
Right,
problem.
right.
So we're going to finish it so that people can see the finished product, right? Because
They need to see a model home.
a lot of people don't have an imagination, right? They don't.
They're
They
more
can't.
visual.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're more visual.
But that's
so
why
they
you pay
see-
more. And
Exactly.
we want more. So take your time. We got you. So once we
Exactly.
finish the 2 and the 3 bedrooms and we have, 2 models that they can see that we do high quality
Oh, that's
finishings.
nice.
So that's when the price, and we not negotiating, ain't nothing to talk about, right? Matter of fact, if you got to ask the price, you can't afford it.
Okay.
I'm confident because I know we're giving people a great product
Yes.
that's going to give them an amazing return on their investment.
Do you are you planning to do any kind of a mortgage or payment plan, or do you have anything structured?
Well,
like
I was.
That? How do you? Okay, so talk about that.
Yeah. So we were doing in-house financing.
Okay.
So when clients paid me the full amount, right, I would reinvest those profits. So I'd finish your house for you.
Right.
So what I do is we let clients put down 30%,
Okay.
and then we would do 70,
Okay.
right? And then once we finish the unit, now we would rent it out, and 50% of your rental income will go to pay off the 70% we advance
Nice.
to you. right?
Really nice.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing right now.
Okay.
But that may change.
I was just gonna say, is that subject to change?
Yeah, because, you know, I built a lot of people's houses. They paid 30%, 40%. I had the money. Then when it's time to get our payment back, when they said they would finish paying, they didn't pay. So I realized you wouldn't do it to Bank of America, you wouldn't do it to Wells Fargo, but you think you could do it to Marvin.
Wouldn't do it. You can't do it.
So what I learned was, on the flip side, you know, people had concerns about their money being chopped and
Right.
people not building. But then when I'm here investing in building for them, they're not paying me on time.
Right.
And then they saying, yo, I don't want to pay the interest. And, well, I got to pay interest on my money.
Right.
So why you don't want to pay that? And then we're removing the risk of people stealing your money, doing a good job, and you don't
Right.
want to pay.
Right.
I have some clients, they bought some houses from another developer 2-3 years ago. They still haven't completed their home.
And
They
didn't
bought a
get
house
any
from
money
me.
back.
I completed their home in the time frame that I said I would,
Right.
less than what I said I would,
Right.
and then they're giving me excuses. So it's unfair.
Right.
So I have some developer partners that are coming in to finish the development because my jet cars came in.
Nice.
My obstacle course is in.
Nice.
So now I'm about to put all those things out and rent out all these units when they finish so that I can start making rental income. So I'm not going to be doing the develop. I'm just bringing in a developer to finish them.
Okay.
And they don't want to do no more than 2 year. They'll put the money up to 70%
Right.
and build, but they don't want to be waiting more than 2 years for
For their
their
money back.
So
That
if
makes
they
sense.
sign on a dotted line, then, you know, then we're going to change that. But right now, I'm still financing.
Okay. All right. And
We
you're
just have stricter payment clauses and late fees. All right? You don't want to pay on time?
You're gonna treat it as if this is a bank. So you
Yeah.
can't come thinking that you're just gonna willy-nilly and just pay a little here, pay a little bit there, and then not.
This is Homeboy Incorporated. All these
Homeboy
excuses.
Incorporated.
All these excuses when you ain't got your money to pay. I don't want to hear it.
It's not. It's actually not fair, especially
They
if
taking
you're
advantage
doing the
of us.
work.
Yeah.
And are you transparent with your clients? Do you show them where you are in the structure and
No, absolutely.
Okay.
So we
Timeline and all
work
that.
with an escrow. So I have a professional agent,
Okay.
right? A real estate broker,
Okay.
and we have an attorney that does escrow. So
Okay.
our clients, if my broker sell a property, they pay into the escrow,
Okay.
right? So they may do 4 payments of 25%.
Mm-hmm.
So they send 25% of the money. We bill to 25% of the thing. Then we do a
Okay.
progress report, send you pictures, video,
Oh, nice.
so you can see it.
Okay.
And then the attorney would then release the second tranche of funds if the client paid.
Okay.
But foolish me, if the client ain't paid, I would still bill past 25, 50. Because, you know, I'm a new developer. So I wanted
Right.
to get the project done so that they be like,
So
yo,
they can see
Mr.
that
Walker.
you're transparent and you want them to know that you're doing what you promised that you're
Yeah.
going to do.
so, you know, I would bill to 70, 100%. And then when it's time to get my money, I got to hear all of these excuses.
So now you're changing the program a little bit so
Yeah.
that you
We added late fees. Very stringent late fees.
you're adding late fees.
Yeah. But that's not most of my clients. It's just
I
a few.
understand.
That's like 3 or 4.
Okay, I understand.
Right.
All right, is there anything else you want to tell the audience? Because I think we should wrap it up. I think we have heard so much about what's going on, and I think we got to the point where if they have any questions or any more concerns or anything like that, they can always contact you. So tell us, give us your last.
Yeah. So what I want to tell to the audience is that living in Ghana could be sweet if you do it right. Right? And again, most people struggle because they don't have a means of income when they come here. They just come with a nest egg and they're living off of that nest egg and they think it's going to last a long time. So if you want to make the move to the continent is different from the US, right? You should have a strategic plan that allows you to be generating inflows while you're living and spending. So that's the only advice I have for them, right?
And I'm gonna add to that, not just a strategic plan. If you know someone that's here, like yourself, I'm here. There are tons of diasporans here. A lot of them have YouTube channels. A lot of
Yeah.
them are open and receptive to giving you pointers. Please listen
Yeah. And appreciate them because we're
and
here going through the challenges.
appreciate them.
So with that, I want to say some people that I know that are doing good work. There's one guy, Rush Asari. Like, he's a good friend. We met, he came and interviewed me on his channel, but I was a subscriber to his channel.
Right.
Rush does good work, right?
Okay.
Then you have my boy Dre. Dre Taylor is doing good work, right, up in the Bree.
Right.
Right. You have myself.
Right.
Right. You have
Is this in
Alita.
reference? Is it in reference to construction or?
Yeah, they do construction, but
Right,
also
okay.
consulting work, right?
Right,
You,
right.
Alita Israel,
Yes.
like helping people buy land and and going through the Wahala for them.
Right.
And mitigating that for them. And they should
Absolutely.
appreciate that, because you people do not know the challenges that we go through on ground, so that you will come and not be like, I'm not dealing with this bullshit, I'm out.
Exactly.
It is a lot of that. So if you have consultants that are willing to work for you, appreciate them, because I'm telling you, if you come here and you go through it, you'll be like 90% of the people that get up and say, I'm out. But the quality of life here is much better than anywhere that you currently are. US, UK, right? But it just has to be done right. And let these people help you. And listen to them, because we're on ground. We know. We don't come in, leave out. Like, we are here 10 toes down.
Right.
So that's it. Listen to those people, right?
Yeah.
So that's just some of the people that I know that's doing good work. There's a lot of other companies that have
Of
bigger
course.
names.
Of
But I'm
course.
talking about diasporans that are helping
Yes.
diasporans,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
And primarily African Americans.
African
Like,
Americans.
Ghanaians are going to come here, come home, and they get screwed too.
It's true, and I've heard that even in the
Yeah.
comments section.
So it's
they
not
say
just
that.
you as an African American or somebody from the UK, Canada. They do Ghanaians dirty who come back home,
Yeah.
right? So
They feel it too.
they're equal opportunity abusers, right?
That's very true.
But but they still great people, right? So you got to understand too that things is tight here.
Of course.
So you got to be very wise and strategic with your resources. But with all of the challenges, I still wouldn't leave Ghana. I love and I appreciate my life here. I mean, look at where I'm living. Look at how I'm living.
Yeah.
Got a beautiful wife, 2 amazing kids.
Nice.
So I love my life here in Ghana.
I agree. When I provide service to people, I always tell them, look, here's what I have to offer, and I do my due diligence in making sure that they understand exactly what their experience is going to be like. So I'm very transparent. And so you're right. They need to show appreciation, because we're not just doing it just because we're trying to make a buck, which is helpful to us because that's now our livelihood, right? But understand and hear what we're telling you so that you don't fall into the same trap.
Yeah, you don't have to go through the pain points
You don't.
that
We've
we went
already
through.
gone through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, thank you, Marvin. I appreciate you having me, and I love your island.
Thank you for stopping by.
It's been a while, so we should do this
Yeah.
more often.
Listen, you have an open door that you
Thank
can come
you.
through whatever you want. We here.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes, I appreciate
All
it.
right.
Well, listen, guys, we're going to sign off. Thank you so much for watching this video. Continue to share, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And don't forget that Marvin is building these beautiful homes. And I've seen some of them. And maybe what we'll do next time is take you in throughout some of these homes once they're like 90%
Completed, yeah.
complete, so you can see the quality work that's being done. And so if you're interested in purchasing, you need to reach out to myself. I have Marvin's information. I will provide it once he's given me the okay to provide it to you. And so we can move forward and get you into a nice, beautiful home overlooking the beautiful
Volta
water.
River. That's right.
Yes. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. We
Take
signing
care.
out. Peace.
Bye.